Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing my June wrap up, but it's mostly going to be a reading update because I have not read a whole lot. Well, I've not finished a whole lot. So I'm going to talk about the two books that I did finish, and then I'll just update you on where I'm at with the books that I am still reading from last month. So here we go. The first book I finished was The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. And this book follows a hockey player and it follows a scientist. And she comes to live with him as a nanny, but they call her an au pair. And so she's going to live with him and help him raise his daughter and just be a nanny for when he's at practices and on the road and stuff like that. Well, she is dealing with some trauma from her adolescence, sort of early adulthood, where it has caused her to be really scared of men and very aggressive men and them being angry. And this hockey player, he's a big dude. And so he ends up at a hockey game and he elbows a dude and breaks his nose and all these things. And she's watching this video and doesn't want to be his nanny anymore because of how bad she is with don't want to be with aggression at all. But so they end up where she does come and nanny for him, and I love their relationship so much. He is fantastic. He is so good to her. The things he does to make her feel safer, fantastic. It's so thoughtful. And it helps. It helps her a ton. And then their little love story, and it's a slow burn. Okay. Slow burn. And I am here for it. I love a good slow burn. And this book really redeemed Tessa Bailey for me because I was not a fan of Fangirl Down at all. Now, we do get Wells from that story in this book a little bit, and I like him better on this side of things because he's very sarcastic and too cool for school, and it hits better when he's like that with another dude versus as a love interest. And so I think that I like that a lot better with him. But my only complaint is that I feel like they got over their trauma a little too fast. Well, mostly just her. I think that she got over her trauma a little too fast. And I don't like that. I wish that we could have seen more of that growth throughout. We see some of it, yes, but I wanted to see more. And so that's my only complaint. But I will be more willing to attempt more Tessa Bailey books in the future because I like this one so much. The second book I finished in June was My Friends by Frederick Bachman. So this book, we are following Louisa, and she has been given a very famous painting, and it's one that she loves, but she is I can't be responsible for this. And so she is traveling with this guy Ted, and he is telling her the story of them as children as this painting was created. And you get Louisa's storyline with Ted woven in to Ted's stories as the flashbacks with his time as children. And I thought that it was woven very, very well. I loved hearing their stories as children, and especially the way that Bachman tells stories, because you get these pieces and then you get these pieces over here and then sort of weave together, and it's just perfect. And I loved Louisa. I thought she was so much fun. She is so impatient and just witty and just so funny. Multiple times calls Ted a kidnapper. And he's like, Louisa, what are you doing? And oh, it's just so fun. I just love it. And it doesn't take the number one title of like my favorite Bachman book because Beartown still holds that. And but it was just so good. It was so good. But I love the themes in this book because it's very much about friendship and finding people who see you and who love you and who are loyal to you. Like Frederick Bachman does that kind of thing super well. And he makes his character so human, like so human. And you just love them. Like you can't help but love all of them. And I love his storytelling. Oh, he's so good. I also love how in this story they are trying to point out that even though they have a lot of bad happening and there's a lot of darkness in their lives and in their story, there is still joy to be found, even in the darkness, and that they can still be happy and have all of these happy moments, and it's not all bad. And I just love that because it's super hopeful. And I think that hope is very, very powerful. And so I just love it. Okay, so now for the books that I'm still continuing to read. I am still reading Blade itself. I have actually made progress on this one. I actually downloaded the ebook so that I would have more access to it because I don't take this with me everywhere because I mean it's all big and I just don't want to. So I have been reading on the ebook a little bit, but it's very, very slow progress. And it's not that I'm not enjoying it. I do enjoy the story. It's just I don't enjoy this one as much as the others. I think that's part of the problem because all this is all just set up, and it it doesn't have my favorite scenes in it. And so I think that's part of the problem is that I don't keep reaching for it because it's not as exciting as the others. But I have made progress. I have no idea how much progress I've made because I've been reading on the ebook. And when you're on Hoopla, it shows you like weird page numbers and then how much longer you have in the chapter. Not so much how much you have left in the book. So I'm not entirely sure. I do know there has been progress though. So I I might finish it in July. Here's hoping. And then Words of Radiance, I am halfway through the audiobook on this one. And look how big that is. 45-hour audiobook, and I am currently halfway through. I am not loving it as much as I did the first time I read it, but I am picking up on a lot of things that I did not notice in the first one, or in the first time that I listened to it. So that's really cool because I understand things a little bit better than I did the first time around. Um, but it's definitely taking a long time to get through. But I have made progress. I think I've listened to 15 hours of the audiobook or something in the last month. So definitely making progress. I should be able to finish this one in July. Like that shouldn't be too bad of a problem because I only have 22-ish hours left, 22 and a half, something like that. I don't know. Something around there. So it shouldn't be too bad. I am also still reading Stephen. I am about 30% in, and I am liking it so far. Like, I'm intrigued more so than like completely sold. But I really am curious. And I think that that's going to help carry me through at least a little bit more. It's on ebook, so that's partially why it's taking me so long. And I kind of like read it while I brush my teeth. Um, and so kind of takes a little bit of time. But may not finish it this month because I am reading The Love Wager on ebook. But I might finish it. We'll see. And then the last book that was on my TBR last month that I still haven't finished is The Veiled Throne. Oh, did you watch me just miss that? And I haven't touched it. It's not that I don't love it. I'm just trying to focus on finishing the blade itself and trying to just finish my other reads. And so this one kind of taken a backseat. But once I finish the blade itself, this I should be able to pick up because I'll be able to do Before They Are Hanged on audio, and so I'll be able to like listen to that a little bit faster. I could do The Blade itself on audio, but I only get one free audiobook a month, and I don't want to use my one credit for 30% of a book. That just seems stupid. So I will work my way through it, and then I will do the audiobook for the others so that I can get through them, and I'll have this as my physical read. So there's your reading update. I know, I'm continuing to read the same books several months later. I know, I'm tired of it too. We will get there. But what are you reading in July? What'd you read in June? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.